alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Ghostbusters Afterlife, directed by Jason Reitman, son of original director Ivan Reitman, came out last week. This sequel has been 32 years in the making. It stars Paul Rudd, Mckenna Grace, and Finn Wolfhard as the new cast. I have been a huge Ghostbusters fan for my entire life, and I have a ton of sentimental value in this franchise. When I saw the first one, I was absolutely blown away. I mean, I used to run around my grandparents' house with my toy proton pack, pretending I was Peter Venkman. My grandpa, he took this big cardboard box one night, and he spent the entire night just coloring it with a white crayon so I could sit in my own Ecto-1. I mean, you could see the love I have for this Ghostbusters franchise. But the question is, was this long-awaited sequel worth the wait? Ghostbusters Afterlife starts off with the death of Egon Spengler as he makes his last attempt to capture Guzzo. Now, you got to understand, Harold Ramis, who plays Egon Spengler and co-wrote Ghostbusters, he's been dead for 7 years. But somehow, they CGI'd him in this movie. And honestly, it looks fantastic. I mean, it's crazy what they could do in movies today. To sum up the plot, his daughter and grandchildren, they come to his old dilapidated house that he left for them, and they eventually find out about his life as a Ghostbuster and how he's trying to protect the world from a ghost pit erupting. The grandchildren start discovering the ghost trap, the proton packs, and eventually the Ecto-1, and they go on their adventure to kick everything off. Now, there is an amazing Ecto-1 chase scene in this film, and there are a ton of Easter eggs from the original sprinkled throughout. I mean, for example, the book stacking in the first one, or Ray's occult shop from the second movie. Some people have had problems with this film, stating that it isn't its own movie, and it's kind of a beat-by-beat rehash of the first one. Others have said that this doesn't have the same tone and feel as the first two films, and they say that it's like a Steven Spielberg, Goonies drama in the flavor of Stranger Things. I would agree that this film is straight fan service and doesn't really develop the new characters in the third act. I would also say that Paul Rudd's character is strongly underutilized. He could have had a lot more to do because he was very funny in every scene that he was in. I just wish that he took more of a part in the third act. Other problems about this movie is that it has very slow pacing up until the third act, and it doesn't really feel like a Ghostbusters film until that last part. And the new characters, like Paul Rudd's character and the character Phoebe and the podcast and some of the other new characters in this film, they don't really have any kind of arc when the film ends. Also, there is a big scarcity of ghosts in this Ghostbusters film. I think we see the new version of the Slimer ghost called Muncher and like one skeleton sitting in a coffee shop. Other than that, it's basically it until the last 15 minutes. Mckenna Grace as Phoebe, Egon's granddaughter, is an excellent addition to Ghostbusters Afterlife. She really carries this entire film. I mean, she's quirky with her lame science jokes, but she is relatable as the protagonist who grabs a torch from her grandfather as a new Ghostbuster in this franchise. So all of the problems that I said about this movie, just forget about them. Throw them off the table because the last 15 minutes is absolutely jaw-dropping. It's amazing. We get to see the original team. We get to see Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Ernie Hudson, and even a CGI'd Egon Spengler busting ghosts together one more time. I mean, what more do you want from this film than that moment? Oh, my God. I mean, fan service, it's total bliss. Honestly, it took me about an hour to remove the smile from my face after witnessing this. Also, there's this amazing moment where Egon's ghost is helping his granddaughter Phoebe hold a proton pack gun so she could fight Gozer. I mean, it's really has such sentimental value in that. And just to see the old team back together again was worth the $15 at the movies. It was. This film was like a piece of Italian bread. The best part is the end. So don't listen to any of the reviews. If you're a Ghostbusters fan, if you're a true Ghostbusters fan like myself, you will absolutely love this movie. And with all the craziness that's going on in this world today, this film allowed you to take 15 minutes, forget about everything else in your life, and just be a child again. So any movie that could do that, I mean, go see it. Go see it. And this film isn't on streaming. You have to go into the movie theater to see it. And it is a movie theater experience. So please, again, go see this film. Thank you for watching. I'm Chris Guzzo. Let me know if you agree with this review or not. And let me know what you want to see next. Thank you. I'll see you soon.
If it's something strange